Aloha everybody, welcome back to my channel, Kaiwaza with you, and today we're going to continue looking at my Hawaiian record collection, one record at a time. We're on the letter A. We're going to pick up where we left off last time. First up today, I have actually a 10-inch long play album, so this is quite old, called Favorite Hawaiian Songs by Bill Akamuhou and his Nautical Hawaiians. Quite an old one, as I said, just blank on the back, except for the 99-cent Goodwill price. 99 cents. This is on Bell Records.
I met a hula girl at Waikiki, and every day she did her dance for me. It's a dance that everyone should see. The hula oni oni eh. The hula oni oni eh. I met the hula.
I don't know too much about Bill Akamuhou, except he did perform with the early Hawaii Calls Orchestra and chorus, and then it did some recording on his own, but I just have a couple singles and this album and one other album from him, and that's really all I have. The other album I do have is a much later one on Pokey Records. It's called Reminiscing with Bill Akamuhou.
And then, beside the blue lagoon, I kissed you.
Now this record was done in 1977, so it's much later, and features a lot of songs that he did earlier. And it's one of those albums that, how do you say it? So it's kind of, I guess it's kind of a criticism, I don't know. But it's one of those records that's when somebody is like definitely, you know, past really their prime and their prime singing voice and whatever, which, you know, people do records like that sometimes. So this is one of those. We're reminiscing with Bill Akamuhou, but I don't think it's, you know, nearly as good as his earlier stuff, of course.
Yesterday my steamer docked at 9:30. The sun was shining bright and oh, the weather was fine. So I lay out on the beach till it was time to dine. That's how I got my red opoo. All the pretty little girls were playing around, getting a sun.
Now here's a group. I'm not exactly sure where they're from. They're based, the recording was made in Palatine, Illinois, and I'm going to assume they're based somewhere in the Midwest, but I don't know. The group is the Aloha Singers with the Aloha Spirit, and it's called Aloha Tu. So what this is a performance group, right? Like, I'm assuming they tour or put on luau's or it's something. It's from 1982 and on the mainland, right? And it's very typical of your like recorded luau tour show kind of music, and that they do, you know, normally some ancient chants, Hawaiian chants to kind of kick things off, and then do a little contemporary Hawaiian or Hapahaole Hawaiian, and then they tour the Polynesian Islands. They always do like some Maui, New Zealand dances and some Tahitian dances and whatever, and then they wind up back in Hawaii. That's kind of the standard formula, and this very much follows that. So they have like great pictures on the back and lots of information about the group.
Come with me. Come, my love, follow me, under the lure of fear and dancing. Love will unfold her golden mystery.
Obviously, this is a private, you know, pressing, Aloha Hawaii Production Incorporated, 1982. And something I will point out, it's nice they name all the entertainers and they name the dancers with all their Hawaiian names. And I don't know why I want to say this, but I just want to point out that, you know, when you go to these shows, and you can see them here in Hawaii too, and ones like at Ala Moana Center or whatever, and they always introduce the dancers, and every time it's like, here's Leilani, you know, and she comes out, and here's Pu'okawai Nui Lani, and they all have these Hawaiian names or whatever. 9 out of 10 times those are not actually their names, okay? Just so that you know that. Just to say, it's a show name. Or a lot of times people have, Hawaiian middle names. I mean, they do. There are plenty of people that have Hawaiian first names, of course. And Hawaiian middle names, so it might be her middle name, it might be her first name, but a lot of times, her name is like Susan Kamasaki, that's her name, and she's, you know how it is. It's very multicultural here, and everybody's all mixed up different things, and and they may or may not actually have Hawaiian names, but of course when you're dancing hula shows, you have a Hawaiian name, so if you don't have one, you are given one. Right? Okay, I don't know why I felt compelled to tell you that, but I just did. Here's another mainland group out of Utah County, Utah, called the Aloha Islanders. The album is Jungle Rain. This is kind of a really beaten up copy. I don't know, this was part of some library or something, clearly, before I had it. It has great artwork on the back. I love this on the back.
If you listen, you will hear. If you listen, you will hear.
And it has some notes praising how wonderful they are. And actually, I really kind of like this album. There's Jungle Rain, Shells, Quiet Village, Lovely Way, songs that are typically not done by this kind of a group, so it's a nice album, actually. Oh look, it's another luau record. It's coming up in the alphabet today. The Luau. Yes. And this one is, here's the head of whatever here. And it has a little booklet on the inside. This is from the 1985, the Aloha Polynesian Review, performed, now I don't remember, where is it? It's on Maui, it doesn't say. At the Aloha Luau, the Sheraton Maui Hotel, 1985. And it's also just your standards, the thing. Hawaiian songs, Maori songs, New Zealand, Tahiti, blah, blah, blah. This one, however, has a little booklet on the inside with pictures and, I think recipes and things you should do at your luau and things you should have at your, if you're doing a luau at home or want to make some of these dishes or whatever. Yeah, pretty cool. The Luau. Here's a very grassroots, nice Hawaiian group called Aloha Limahana. The Queen's Jubilee is the name of the album. This is, it doesn't say, but it's totally 1970s from the looks of it and the group.
Aloha ka poe koa oni iau mo ana I ka ulu behi ka poli a
Nice record. It's also, I think, private pressing. Yeah, because it's Aloha Limahana A&L Records. Now here's a record, kind of a really good record and really a valued record here in Hawaii. It was put out on CD also for 1975, 76. Hula Gems by the Aloha Pumehana Serenaders. It's a good record that hula studios use. People learn to dance hula. This is a good hula record, and the musicians on this one are really well loved. Ainsley Hele Manu, who actually still performing here in Waikiki with his Halau doing some hula shows. Wendell Silva. Most notably, though, is Darrell Lupe Nui, right? Who didn't do a lot of recording, performed with some shows in Waikiki, but wow, a magnificent voice, beautiful, beautiful voice. And he did a solo cassette shortly before he passed away, which I have, which is kind of valuable also. But this album, really a nice album, Aloha Pumehana Serenaders. Personal story, a little bit. Back in the day, when I was I think I was still in college. I can't remember exactly. It's all kind of a blur. But back in the day, when you like lived out of a suitcase, like everything you owned could fit in one suitcase, one or two suitcases. Yeah, I was staying with some friends, actually, an old boyfriend of mine, and some of their friends, and they were, was it around Lay Day? I don't remember, but there was some sort of something happening at this person's really beautiful house somewhere, and they were dancing. So I think it was Hana Hana Hale Iwa from this record. They were dancing a song, using a song from this record, and they were all rehearsing at the apartment, doing the dancing and stuff, and it was really cool. And that was a personal remembrance from this record. And then they went to this house and did the show as part of their celebration. Finally today, a record called Beautiful Hawaii with glossy cover. I love the glossy covers. I know it's glares, but on Creston Records, it doesn't say where it's from, but I'm going to assume it's Holland or the Netherlands from the writing on the back. You gotta love this picture, facetiously I say, because I love these the studio pictures, right, where here's the girl that's like supposed to be whatever with her flowers and leis, and I'm sure these are palm leaves, but it kind of is so out of focus. I mean, I know it's out, but it's so out of focus, it's kind of like a clump of, I don't even know, weeds or something, like there's some giant hairy monster approaching her, and there she is. I don't know. But this is the Aloha Singers and Orchestra. They're not Hawaiian songs at all. It's all like Krongchong Indonesian songs with a Hawaiian guitar and whatever, singing. So they're singing in Indonesian. And it's actually quite a pretty record. Some of the songs are quite pretty, but as I said, it's Indonesian, so I don't know what they're singing about. Although I know Krongchong songs are pretty much like Hapahali Hawaiian songs in that they are usually just singing about how beautiful their island is, and they're in love with somebody, or somebody's not in love with them, or they're waiting for them to come back, or whatever, and the flowers smell amazing, and the ocean is beautiful, and it's kind of like Hapahali songs, right? No date on this. Okay, yes, that's it for today. So thank you for watching, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. And there's some videos and links up here, links to my other channel, Hawaiian Leisure Hour, which is just music, me not talking, just songs from the albums. And there's also Hawaiian Hi-Fi Radio, which if you're in the United States, you can listen to 24 hours, 7 days a week. I also have, not listed up here, Hawaiian Leisure Hour on 8tracks.com. You can listen to that anywhere in the world. 8tracks.com, just look up Hawaiian Leisure Hour, okay? Take it.